Hey, I just finished doing a live stream about how to deal with the crazies in our journeys into the holiday season. So listen up as I talk a little bit about what we need to do. The first thing we need to do as we are going into the holidays is to take care of ourselves first. And what I don't mean massages, I don't mean spas. What I mean is getting into that place of love in your heart, whether through its meditation is my practice, and to get to that place where I can connect to source, I can connect to the divine, and then I start feeling grateful. I feel so grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm so grateful I have friends who love me. I'm so thankful that in this moment I am safe. I have these things and I appreciate them. And then when I go into the world, I want to hold on to that feeling. And so what will happen is that people, when we go to these parties and events, people will show up the way they show up. Now, if we go to with our family members, some of them act the same way, we act the same way, and we have the same pattern. And the only way to change that pattern is if we change. If we expect somebody to be different than they are and we want them to be different, it isn't going to work. You're going to have the same patterns. So the idea is, if we can stay centered, if you can stay centered and loving, not expect anybody to be any different than they are, show up kind, loving, accepting, knowing this is who they are, and stop trying to control people to be a certain way. Observe yourself in your next party, how you are with people. Are you loving and listening and kind? Are you giving them a piece of your information because you know how smart you are and you think you can help them? I'm going to beg of you not to do that. I'm going to ask you just to be present and listen. What happened for me, what I said in my live stream, is that there was a point where I got so overwhelmed at my last reunion that I had to take a break. And I didn't take a 15-minute break, I took a 17-hour break because I was so dysregulated with the amount of chaos around me that and it wasn't bad, it was just not loving for me. So I took myself out of the game. And I didn't get any feedback, I didn't get any flack, but that's okay. So as you move through these next few weeks, try not to control anybody, try not to shame anybody, try not to be a victim. Don't give because you feel obligated to give. Give because it comes from your heart. Because if you give to get, you're trying manipulation. You are manipulating. If you're trying to even get a thank you, that's manipulation. I know it sounds horrible for some of you, but not all of us are brought up the same way. Not all of us are the same way we are. I want to give my presence and my love, my compassion, and that's who I want to show up. What I also talked about was practicing before I go to a gathering of people that I know how they're going to act. So I know that Uncle Jim is going to be a drunk and he's going to say stupid shit. I know he's going to do that because that's what he's done for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You know what? Is he going to change? Probably not. So I have to change, and I know how he's going to behave. And I'm going to say, hi, it's so great to see you. I love you. Thanks for hosting. Whatever it is that they're doing, and say nothing else unless it's lovely or loving. Is that something you can do? And so what I will do is I will practice how I am going to be in a situation. And the first thing that I'm going to do is keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to say the very first thing on my mind. I'm not going to tell somebody what they need to do. I'm going to ask politely. If I need to set a boundary, I'll do that. So these are my little tips for going into the holiday season. Today I'm going to read from the language of letting go on how to have gratitude and acceptance in this crazy season. So gratitude and acceptance are two magic tricks available to us, no matter who we are, where we are, or what we have, gratitude and acceptance work. We may eventually become so happy that we realize our present circumstances are good. Or we master our present circumstances and then move forward into the next set of circumstances, which is kind of what we do. If we become stuck, miserable, feeling trapped and hopeless, try gratitude and acceptance. And if we have tried unsuccessfully to alter our present circumstances and have begun to feel like we're beating our head against a brick wall, try gratitude and acceptance. And if we feel all is dark and the night will never friggin' end, try gratitude and acceptance. If we feel scared and uncertain, try gratitude and acceptance. If we've tried everything else and nothing seems to work, try gratitude and acceptance. If we've been fighting something, try gratitude and acceptance. And when all else fails, go back to the works. Gratitude and acceptance work. I know it works for me. I hope it works for you. Just get in that mindset, fill yourself with gratitude, and not think about gratitude, but actually feel it in your heart. And when you feel grateful, when I feel grateful, I am brought to tears. That's the point of gratitude. If you're not feeling tears about all that God has blessed you with, you're thinking it, not feeling it. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs it, because you know there is. And show up as your best self. Show up as the most loving part of you so that people can experience what real love, gratitude, and acceptance is. I love you.